Hello guys, we're gonna start here in just a minute. Just gonna share the link here. Alright. Okay. Alright. PCCW stream. And we are gonna be a 6-match event here for show, of course. Part of week 2 of season 5 of TWN. Opening match here, Hammerstone versus D'Lo Brown. Streaming stream, yeah. Yes, exactly. Oh, I've finally got all the themes caught up on. The only ones I haven't checked are CEW, former CEW roster stuff, and the free agent thing. But I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I'll attack it as it goes. But yes. Alright, let's see how it goes with this one here.
You're looking at the real deal now. Gonna kick this sorry ass out on the street. What you got? Used to think you on the street. We'll pass the bag and your ass is dead meat. Mystery sweet. Bring it on. Here's a receipt. Bring it on. What you gonna do about it? Bring it on. Is that what you got? Bring it on. So what you gonna do about it? Bring it on. Gonna kick this sorry ass, but what you gonna do? Fight!
Big jab there. D'Lo gets body slammed out of the ring. Shoulder block there. Full of counters. Yeah, he's got them saved up. Oh, Hammerstone with the counter. So here's how we're going here tonight. After this match, oh, the Nightmare Pendulum out of nowhere goes for a cover. But after this one, we got Dudley Boys and Harlem Heat against each other in tag team action. Then after that, we got a 5-way dance, no DQ between Raven, Sandman, Sabu, Draws, and Dreamer. After that, we got a cage match featuring Monet and Rose. Then the semi-main spot, the PCCW Championship will be up for grabs as Dreamer defends against HBK. And then in the main event, the Steiner Brothers will challenge Edge and Christian for the PCCW tag belts. Hits it again, the Nightmare Pendulum.
1, 2.
Oh, Burning Hammer. Elo gets suplexed out of the ring.
1, 2.
These two have butted heads in the past, if I remember correctly, so it's not like these two aren't unfamiliar with each other. Ooh, German. Elo might be in trouble here. Maybe. I'm not sure. EDT right there. Oh, another suplex.
1,
Oh,
2,
oh, big chair shot.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 minutes gone. 12, 13, 14.
1, 2.
Jumping strike, forearm strike. Oh, sky high.
1, 2.
Almost had him with that. Pile driver. Ooh, Golden Star Power Bomb.
2, 3.
Oh, look at that! Hammerstone with the win. And oh wow, well, he beat him again. Let's see if it tops 97. 86 still not bad. This is also important for him to get, for this episode to get above 85, because Grayman has some merchandise, some product sales here that he can get some bonuses with if he gets a good rating. See how it goes.
Fight!
Body slam there. Little tag team maneuvering there. Oh wait, you're right. You did put Dudley's. My bad. I even said it too a minute ago. That was Dudley Boys. No worries. That's. It's always good to check it on me. I don't always get it right. All right, we'll just skip through entrances on this one here. Just get to the match.
Fight!
Starting with Booker T and Devon here.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Already fighting on the outside.
15.
Yeah, book it on the
16.
floor. Even the score, yeah.
Give up! Woo!
3D.
Minutes gone.
Another suplex from Stevie Ray here. Backbreaker. Oh, another bookend. And up top, dumps a senton on Stevie Ray there from Bubba. Total elimination maneuver.
10 minutes gone.
Big maneuver there. Yeah. Yeah, it has been. Backbreaker. You know, it's weird. I swear I made like the guy programmed the guys to go for a pin after a 3D, but it could be a timing thing. Yeah, they did. I always thought about like increasing like the crowd noise just by a little bit, just to kind of get in a better idea of how well the match is getting cheered for. I don't know how much that indicates the rating or not. Oh, Bubba Cutter.
Come on.
Hi, DPS. Just second match here. Dudley Boyz against Harlan. The opener was scissors kick. The opening match was D'Lo Brown against Hammerstone. So still a ton of action here. Power bomb. Backbreaker. Oh. Evon gets suplexed out of the ring. Book him to Bubba. Knee strike. Stevie Ray getting in trouble here. Devon and Booker T get tagged in.
Gone.
Oh, spinning heel kick. Ah, scissors kick. Goes for a cover. Bookend. Harlem Hangover right on the back of Bubba's head there. Pile driver. Goes for a cover.
1, 2.
Oh, only 2. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, look at that. There you go. That certainly helps a lot. And we got that 5-way dance here. Each other. Okay, I can make it a rivalry for sure. I'll mark that down as a rivalry match. Alright, let's see, what is it? Oh yeah. And this was no DQ. Okay, Raven. Oh, I keep forgetting to switch him in game for that. Raven. Sandman. Sabu. Sabu draws and Dreamer. Alright, no DQ, 5-way dance. See how it goes here.
Fight!
Ooh. I forgot about that.
You dumbass.
You know what? Yeah, it'll be fine only because I missed it. If I missed it, then you'll get away with it. But I do but yeah, I usually don't. But if I miss it, then yeah, it's fine. Because I'm not gonna make you change everything moment of because I missed it.
You dumbass.
Yeah, I get you there.
One.
Since this is a dance, this is elimination style, so... You know, to be honest, even though Draws technically wasn't in the ECW, I can definitely see him being an ECW guy.
Give up! Give up!
5 minutes gone. 1.
Give up! Give up! 1, 2.
Whoa, 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 relax.
I think they could have. They might have. I don't know. Because they were in WCW very, very shortly. For a very short period of time before ECW went big. And then they went to WWF pretty shortly after that. I don't know if they ever were in ECW, to be honest. Yeah, Hank. Pete, Grayman's promotion here has quite a few ECW alumni. Cobra clutch there.
2.
Give up!
Raymond gets body slammed out of the ring.
2.
Give up! Give up!
Of course, Sabu doesn't have his tag team partner here, Goldberg. It'd be interesting to see Goldberg like running around in this, just spearing people out of nowhere. Oh, countered the Hurricanrana with a Boston Crab.
Give up!
You don't see that too often. Innovative violence, exactly.
gone. One, two, three. One, two.
Ooh, super kick. Barf bags. Yes, it's a 5-way dance. Oh, nice maneuver there. So it's elimination style. The way it works for TWN terms is that for multi-man matches like Battle Royales, if you want a first-to-pin match, it's a threat or a fatal or whatever. If you want elimination style, then it's a dance. That's kind of the terminology we use for that to avoid confusion, because threat and dances get used interchangeably all the time in wrestling for those things, and we just figured it'd be easier just to use the terms to separate the meanings. Oh, I got hit with fire there. But the big assumption is, if you don't, and that's the thing too, if you don't mention what style it is, then the assumption will be, oh, the Tommy Cutter. Or the Tomahawk. I forgot the name of that move. But if you don't mention what it is specifically, then it'll be assumed as a threat. So it is very important when you book those kind of matches to specify what kind it is. Big stalling suplex there. Oh. Oh, Dreamer DDT. Pop up powerbomb counter.
Relax.
Oh, pump handle suplex. It's weird. I thought I had a no count out. Oh well. You know what? There is a logic thing there, but the thing, but for me, it's like, yeah, it's not exactly logical, but then again, they do that in real life too. There's plenty of times during elimination matches where guys would stop each other from eliminating others. But yeah, it could be better. It could be a little bit more persistent on the acknowledgement of it. But it still works nonetheless. I mean, because yeah, there are times where a guy will go for a cover and they will let the guy get covered. Not there, but oh, Draws is gone. Oh, Dreamer tap to the Cobra Clutch. He's gone. We're down to 3 just like that. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is with it, to be honest. I think the way they programmed it is because I think either a lack of time or something, they kind of mix both in, like there's times where guys will break up pinfalls and times where guys won't, and I think they just applied it to both match types just to save on time. which I get. I mean, it's not it does kind of break illusion at times, maybe slightly, but you can kind of say with it for for dances you could say that they like pride or glory or whatever. And for threats, when they don't break a pin, you could say that they were tired or something like that. Oh, Raven tapped.
One, two.
Yeah, well, in their defense, though, like, the company that the guys were under who developed the game, they had zero interest in making Fire Pro Wrestling World. Like, they were done after Returns. Like, they had zero interest. Like, World is a miracle by default that this game ever came out, because it, by all intents and purposes, like, there was no desire by the company to bring it out outside of the creators and the guys who developed the game. So the fact that they got as much out as they did is a miracle, because they got a lot of DLC out and stuff like that, which really kind of helped a lot. But to be honest, if they were allowed to be active longer, a lot of stuff could have been touched up and added or fixed or whatever, and they just weren't allowed to do it, unfortunately. That's why the modding community in this game is just such a big deal. But you only get access to that on Steam, though. Oh, stretch. Oh, Sandman tap. Sabu gets the win. Weed versus alcohol. Well, I guess Weed won. Got a full 100. It will cost you 5 credits, but depending on how well you do with your product sales, you could still eat it up pretty easily. More of the weed guy, yeah. I feel like Sabu just kind of takes an occasional huff every once in a while. Nothing too crazy, maybe. Next one's a women's cage match between Monet and Rose. These two on partial contracts here. Alright, I believe this is a rivalry match as well, I believe. Read how much we... the amount it takes to make RVD able to function in a wrestling match. So, probably a lot. Yeah, I remember that. That was, yeah, that happened, and they got punished for it, and that's how RVD was like taken down in the company and pretty much like fired or left or whatever, because he got caught with that with the 5-gram frog splash. That's awesome thing. Because he got caught with that, they got rid of him. They took him They took him out of the whole picture, the title picture and everything because of it, which in hindsight was stupid, because nowadays it's like nothing. Even though it wasn't good. It really did. Because right before then, when they were starting it out, like early days of ECW, it was kind of what you would want. You know, it was still kind of hardcore. I mean, yeah, there were some WWE influences, but it still was solid. It's just once the RVD thing happened, they started putting more focus on WWE guys and making it into more of a developmental show like NXT. Then it started to suck. Especially because Kurt Angle was there, and they planned on him being a big name there, and he left too after a little bit. And then they wanted to strap the rocket on Bobby Lashley as opposed to CM Punk. That was a big mistake there. Yeah, he was. He was a double champion. That was a big deal. Oh, it's in the league. That's why I keep freaking around. Yeah, he was. He won. Yeah, he was, actually. Yeah, the fact that he was pulled forward with his nemesis Sabu was kind of... I don't know how much of that affected their decision with stuff, but it didn't help things either. It certainly didn't help, for sure. Yes. Okay. That makes sense. I thought so. I just wanted to double check. Yeah, that does remind me. I do actually want to try to change the partial contract system a little bit because I'm not gonna. It's not gonna affect current contracts, but the reason why I want to change it is because it's so hard to keep track of, like how many matches guys get used for and stuff without having to shift everything and maneuver everything. So, I might have to think about an alternate way of doing it. Yeah, it is weird. I mean, look, I get you're trying to maintain like a healthy balance of shit, but I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, if you got a guy like Riddle doing the gimmick he does and he is who he is, I mean, why? I mean, you should kind of come in with the expectation the guy probably does that stuff. I mean, I don't know. I just think, and it's a shame too that they did that. It's season. Yeah, that's a very good idea, DPS. I might have to. I might do it like that actually, cause I feel like, yeah, because the key is it has to be like a low amount of a low enough amount of credits so that it doesn't really mess with the balancing, because the default contract amount's 10 credits. So it has to be along those lines, but at the same time, because the season length has varied a lot every season, so it definitely has to flow with the amount of season, it's definitely something I have to think about. Well, let's see, there it is. Well, actually, I'm starting to get a couple things. So yeah, it'll be a new system for sure. All right, let's see how this one goes here.
Fight!
Yeah, I think what I might do, and I'll have to put it in writing, is I think what we'll do is that roll up. I think what we'll do is that you can sign a player to one season, a wrestler to one season for, like, let's say a 5 credit for 5 credits, but every match you use them in will cost you like, I don't know. I have to think about it. I don't know. Well, actually, correction. You can sign a wrestler. You can sign a wrestler, but every match they appear in will cost credits. That's the way I'm thinking. So you get exclusivity rights, like a part-time contract kind of thing. Yes, the average is 10. Any in the Discord, the Campy Company Discord, there are, like, all of its default 10 except where noted. Like, for example, one of the noted ones, Chris Candido, he's only 5. So, and that number will mostly vary on when a wrestler gets released from a promotion on their success and failure in that promotion. So if they won a lot of belts and they did a lot of cool shit there and they were used a lot, they're going to be worth more than a wrestler that just didn't do anything.
Give up.
5 minutes gone.
Yeah. Well, you also have to keep in mind that even though he's only 5 credits, you do have to expand your roster if it's full, and that's 20 credits. So you could cut a guy to make room, but in all actuality, like, even though guys' contracts are 10, if you don't plan on cutting anyone, you're still gonna pay the full 30. It's just split. So even though you're only paying 5 for Candido, you're going to be paying 25 to have him completely. Body Dahanas. Then you could bury him because Shauna's upset that you tried to save him. Yeah, man. Ooh, nice maneuver. Yeah, she's trying to get some heat here. Trying to get her win back. Body Dahanas. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Oh, right in the face. Oh, she's busted open. You know, I gotta see if I can download Monet's new finishing maneuver on PS4. Oh, look at this! Without any question, Rose with the win. Yeah, just sheer dominance. Industry can do nothing after. Yeah, you know what? It's funny you mentioned Horowitz, because I have thought about, like, having a tier list of jobbers, mid-cards, and main event guys in terms of the point system, but one, it would have been way too much work to do that, to go through all the guys I've done that, and two, it would be very subjective. You know, on who's a mid-carder, who's a main eventer, and if I did it based on the promotion it'd just be endless work. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's just easier to just have everyone just be the same, and just have everything else just be determined by how you use them. Brawler best of 7? Oh god. You know, I wouldn't mind if a guy came along and decided wanted to do a promotion based around jobbers. That'd be kind of fun. Even though it'd be very tricky to convert because jobbers don't really have developed movesets that much. Alright, semi-main spot for the title. HBK challenges Dreamer. Eli already does. Yeah, Eli has Glacier, Jobber Wrestling Federation. Yeah, I don't know if I call Glacier a jobber, but he kind of flirted with that a lot. But yeah, it's kind of... got to have Randy Hogan. Yeah, man, that's the thing about Eli. Like Eli's I love like Eli's I actually like Eli's promotion a lot because all his fighters are very like have a consistent style of fighting, and they're all kind of junior strong style kind of vibe. I think what really makes it tricky with that promotion though is that pretty much 90% of the people, the guys there are kind of unknown. There's not like, it'd be a different thing if you had like Scorpion and whatever, like more higher known, or some Tekken guys or something like that, or Virtual Fighter character, something a little bit more known. But, I mean, he likes what he likes, and I'm not going to argue against video game characters, because it fits the game well, for the most part. And yeah, you know the deal. I get you there. You know, it's funny, like for my IGW thing, I always want to do a lot more story stuff, but it gets tricky because I'm doing between TWN and YWA. It makes it tricky to do IGW stuff. That's why I was kind of hesitant at first at doing one myself, because I didn't know how well I'd be able to like do it. But you know, I'm glad I did though, because the thing with this is, because no matter how many promotions and wrestlers we have, it always feels like there's wrestlers left over that aren't being as active or used as we want them to, and the only real solution to that is just more promotions. Thanks, DPS. Yeah, I do too. Like I have some plans for it, some more plans for it, but I need to get more guys out there, and I have been thinking about some stakes here for the stables, because we got a lot of stables, and I definitely want some fuckery to start happening there. Yeah, exactly. Like, you really got to think about, you got to really look through your roster, you really got to think, am I really, like, which guys I'm going to really keep and which guys I'm not? And can I manage a big roster, or do I need to, like, small scale it a little bit? I mean, you really get, it's stuff that you really got to measure in the long run, which is like real life in a lot of ways, too. Because I'm sure there's a lot of promotions that could and would want more guys, but they just don't have the time or like the ability to like book them. Benoit will likely be free soon. Interesting. That's an interesting one there. Let's see. All right, let's see how this one goes. No, it's I gotta there's a lot of entrances for some wrestlers I have to edit a little bit. But no, it's there's a YouTuber called InEsks or something like that. He does a lot of 80s style, synthwave style covers on a lot of wrestlers, and there's so many, and I use it for as many as I can. Interesting, yeah, man. Jerry Lynn, that's such an interesting like guy to have there. He actually works really well with the SWA format. Well, the cool part about him is that he's very approachable. Like I did make a couple requests one time for some things that he actually was able to do. Like I actually requested Shamrock and he was able to do Shamrock, which was cool. Like he's willing to like cover, like I think he's more than happy to cover guys that aren't exactly like famous because you have some guys that do theme covers, but they only kind of graze the surface a little bit. They don't really go for like the more lesser known guys. Yeah, not any long-term guys yet. Yeah, that's a great choice for that, for sure. Yeah, Jerry Lynn's a very solid choice for that. Yeah. Trying to think of another guy that has that combination. The only guy I could think of is maybe like an AJ Styles, one of the Hardys. More Jeff than Matt, but it's kind of hard to say. Now that I think about it, it's kind of hard to find that combination of high-flying, high-impact kind of guy. I think RVD I think that's why Lynn and RVD worked so well, was because they both had that. Oh, DDT from the top rope. Prince Ikea. Oh my god. Oh, you know what? Alex Wright hasn't even been brought up. Like, Alex Wright would be an interesting one for sure. Like I said, there's just so many guys. Like, Rey Mysterio's a free agent. No, he wasn't bad. It's just he wasn't booked for anything. Daz Wonderkin. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Rey Mysterio's a free agent. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I've been thinking about picking him up so he can feud with Guerrero, because I do have Guerrero, but my roster's already so big. I gotta start like doing some things. Yes, Disco Inferno is a free agent right now too. Oh wow.
1, 2.
Yeah. I am gonna start organizing the free agent pool a bit better. Oh, big elbow drop.
1, 2.
I am gonna separate juniors and women in their own separate places so that it's a little bit easier to navigate for those guys to kind of get an idea of who's who. Yeah, that's a superstar elbow drop there.
1, 2.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, when I was watching Reliving the War, when that happened, it was like quite obvious they were trying to go for that. Tommy Cutter there goes for a cover.
1, 2.
You know what's funny? Like with Dreamer, like I think I said this before on stream, but when people think of the Dreamer driver for him, they think of just like the Death Valley driver, what was called for a while the Spicoli driver, but that was never the original Dreamer driver though. The original Dreamer driver was actually an Emerald Flowson, but over time he just kind of lost the use of it, kind of like the Tommy Cutter a little bit, and he just kept using the Spicoli driver or the Dream Valley driver like over and over again for a lot of stuff, and it just got labeled the Dreamer driver. You know, I don't know how often he uses the Emerald Flowson variation of it, but it definitely would be. It's definitely an interesting thing to look up though. Yeah, he is. That also reminds me too, on the trading block, there's only a couple guys on a trading block right now, but two of them they're big names. Like one's Triple H, the other one's Brock Lesnar, both in GSW. So if guys are looking for something...
1, 2, 3.
Oh wow, Dreamer retains. Wow. HBK kind of struggled in that one. Oh, wow. Now for the main event here. Steiner Brothers versus Edge and Christian for the tag titles. Yeah, I did. Alright. Yes, quick YWA update as well since we're here. I said this in the Discord too, but since we got all the titles like won out here, so here's how it's gonna work for the Triple Crown title for YWA stuff. Alright, the lead guy in each show, like Matt for National, Madden for the IC, and Marvel for the US. These three, whether they win or lose the belt between now and the Triple Crown title event, which will probably be at a Worlds Collide pay-per-view, they will be the first in line, and that match will be like a three-way match between the three, and the winner will be the first Triple Crown one. So that is something to keep in mind with that there. Yeah, I remember that. It was a quick one. Alright, let's see how it goes. Steiner line. You know, it's very hard to find like You know, it's funny. It's very hard to find a theme song for them that isn't copyright violation. Especially the Steiner Line one. The one I did find used that didn't was their theme from like All Japan or New Japan. That's the one that I ended up using. Well, it's there. You see, the problem is I can put any song in here for like themes or background music, but the trick is copyright, because when I first did a stream, Shalabe, when he was active, he had a song that he wanted on there, and when I played it for a stream, I ended up having to mute it because it blocked the stream because it was copyright. So, and this was years ago, but still. So since then, I have to be careful about which songs I use. So I have to, when I put the themes in here, I usually try to get the most accurate / best one possible without violating copyright, and that's usually from covers on YouTube or like music from like video games like N64 or 16-bit or something like that. Just really legit anything without violating copyright. And sometimes I get something that's 100% accurate, and sometimes I gotta be a little picky. Sometimes I have to pick a theme that may not be in the promotion they're famous for, like the Japanese theme or something like that. These are awesome. But that's the thing, like, guys, people do new covers all the time. I could look it up tomorrow, and someone could have just released a cover of Steinerized or something like that. So, it's something it's something to just keep an eye out on. And plus, if you know somebody who loves to do wrestling theme covers who's good, and you're buddy with them, I mean, shooting them a question.
Gone.
Oh, Marcus. Oh, Buff. Oh, well, it's funny. It's funny you mention that. I actually have Buff Bagwell. He's a member of the NWO in my stable. I think he's tag team champions with Scott Norton. Sting. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, exactly. It's so weird. It's funny. I actually low-key kind of like the Warrior. He doesn't make a lick of sense. Oh, Marcus Bagwell. Okay. Yeah, for 2K22 there wasn't. But for Fire Pro, I think there might be. But I don't think he'll fall under the Mick Foley rule for multiple guys. So I don't know if he'll count for that.
4, 5.
Really DPS, all horrible. Yeah, I was so disappointed because I was doing the WCW early 90s and 2K22. And then in the middle of a month, like, the whole system, like, crapped out. But the game it ran into a glitch during the week, and I had to stop doing it because I couldn't fix it like I could with the YWA one when I encountered it. So I had to stop doing it. Really, you know, because I always liked his Crow theme when he debuted it as the Crow, like the ones with the violins and strings and stuff. Then, yeah, I don't know when I'll get rid of Bagwell. It's weird. Like, I will say this in hindsight, the WCW theme songs didn't really stand out or hit as well as the WWF theme songs of that time, which is weird. You know, but I think a lot of it has to do with the fact fact that WWF had like Jim Johnston doing like 90% of everything, all the themes, like 99% of them, and for WCW, I don't think they really had a guy doing them. I think they just picked whenever, whatever. Seek and destroy. Oh yeah, that is true. Jimmy Hart was in WCW, but I don't know how much he did with theme music though during that time. I know during the 80s in WWF he did like pretty much everything. Be one of his freaks.
Yeah!
To be honest, now I think I'm trying to think of wrestlers who would qualify under the Mick Foley rule other than Mick Foley. It's certainly an interesting rule set for that. Belly slam. 2 Undertakers. You know what? Now that I think about it, like, I don't know if I would qualify. You know, that's a good one to bring up, The Undertaker, because even though he never really went through, like, separate personalities like Mick Foley, you can argue that Undead Taker was very... Like, you can argue his phases of his character are strong enough to be their own stuff. Like, you could argue that, American Badass Taker is different than Ministry Taker, or Dead Man Taker. You know, you could argue that, and I could buy it almost, to be honest, but I don't know. I mean, it's a stretch. You know, I don't remember, like, Steiner... Oh, the Concerto. I don't know, Steiner, after that initial run where they made him feud with Triple H and try to make him a babyface, like, a lot of that time after that was kind of just around. Yeah. Unfortunately, with... That's an unfortunate thing with Scott Steiner. You see, I love Scott Steiner. I love the Steiners, but yeah, I just, he definitely, right. Rocks after, yeah, the dreaded Atomic Man. You know, I want to go back in the day and see, like, the first time, like, basic wrestling moves to hit to see the audience reaction. Like, imagine how the audience reacted to the first ever Atomic Drop. Like, that must have been like, they must have been like, what the hell was that? Dragon Suplex. Oh, look at that! Ooh, Christian just eats a double German. Oh, Tornado DDT. First drop kick. You know what, I will say this, like, there are some moves, that's heinous. I will say there are some moves that even though they get used a lot nowadays or aren't considered really finishing moves anymore, I can still see them as a finisher. Like, even as basic as a dropkick, I can still see a dropkick as something that could finish somebody because you're literally dropping and just kicking someone with both feet off a counter or a run. I mean, that's a lot of force. That'll take, like, your breath away a little bit. Same thing with, like, of course, a super kick or a DDT or something like that. But man, yeah, I think drop kicks. I wouldn't mind seeing a drop kick, a variation of a drop kick used as a finisher. But unfortunately, they get so, like, minuscule nowadays that it's kind of hard to really say that. Yeah, isn't a Claymore just like a single leg drop kick? Is that kind of what it is? Yeah, but you're going to have to get, like, pretty much everyone to stop using it as a regular move, and I don't know how you can do that. Back down, says sideways on the camera. Oh yeah, I remember seeing footage of the original Irish whip. It was really interesting. Like he would like hold on to the guy's arm, he would whip him and like kind of pull him back. Like he literally just like literally like a whip. Oh, Sonny causing a distraction. And it did look brutal. It's kind of amazing that kind of move was just transferred into just throwing a guy across the ring. And you could argue it almost does a disservice to the move itself. In hindsight. Oh, face crusher. Yes. Oh, and Taylor. Oh, slightly off right there. Oh, counter. Counters out of it, tags in Scott.
Yeah!
Oh! Hits the unprettier. Oh, almost had him. Belly to belly slam.
1, 2.
As the Roy cuts, he busted. That's funny.
Yeah!
You know, it's funny, like, I'm so used to seeing the Steiners just suplex the shit out of everybody that whenever one of them does a move that really isn't a suplex, it kind of throws me off a little bit. Like, I remember, like, during, like, late WWF years for Scott Steiner, like, he started using the reverse STO as a finisher, and it just, I don't know, it's just kind of weird to think of him using that move. I mean, the Steiners are great wrestlers. They can literally do any move, but it's weird sometimes seeing them do a move I'm not used to seeing them do, because it's like it's hard for me to envision that kind of stuff. Oh, look at that! Christian gets Scott on the backslide. Yeah, an 85 though. Not bad for a match with the second. It has been an issue in the past where in this game, if you do have seconds in matches, it can hurt the match evaluation. Not always, but it can. But yeah, Edge and Christian with a massive win there. Alright, now I'm going to do these calculations here. We're going to see how well PCCW did. So good news for PCCW. They got an 89, so they're gonna be able to use their merchandise slots to get extra credits. Yeah, exactly. It could go either way. But yeah, we'll do some. I'll do some credit calculations. Trying to think here. Okay, so next streams. I don't believe there'll be a stream tomorrow because of work. However, the All-Star episode, TWN All-Stars, it's actually going to be Thursday this week instead of Friday because I have work Friday that I can't like squeeze a stream in, and also the next guy in the scouting list will be put available there as well. Someone did bump up a wrestler, one of their wrestlers, so the list isn't accurate right now, so it'll have to be adjusted. But yes, other updates, the music thing's pretty much fixed for the most part. I have to tinker with it there and there because of like, you know, some stuff I'm not gonna tackle right away, but it's pretty much good for the most part. At this point, it's mostly gonna be about like updating the stats in the Discord for like the YWA stable stats or / individual wrestler stats. The RCW stuff is gonna be there as well. Definitely gotta get that going. In terms of other streams, now the All-Star event Thursday, I think I might be doing 2 streams that day though, if things align right. I'm thinking if I do a second stream, I might actually finish that month of YWA challenge that I had to stop because of the stupid like game thing that happened with the application that I had to re-download. So I might do that first and then do the All-Star event, and then I might do that. However, at the same time, I might actually do a YWA. In fact, in all honesty, I'm probably going to do a YWA event. I'm probably going to do YWA Gamma 2 to pair it with that because I don't want to like wait too long in between YWA events. So I'll probably pair it with that, and then after that, Saturday, I might stream Saturday, but I can't say for sure. There's a possibility I might not. It all just depends on how the day aligns. But Sunday, but Sunday, unless something changes, I believe I will be streaming Sunday. So that'll be kind of what's going on. Also, I don't know if anyone caught this, but in the Discord for YWA, I'm gonna have a trophy system. Pretty much, it's kind of like a belt system. Only wrestlers can collect trophies within it. Think of it like Jericho during his early WCW days, where he would beat guys and get like Juventude's mask or stuff like that. It'll kind of serve as kind of a sub belt thing. It won't be kept. The history won't be kept, but the trophies can offer small bonuses or small little rewards as well, and they can be really anything. And they can also be tied to rivalries as well. So that's an important thing to kind of keep in mind there if you guys are looking for more stuff to like fight over, especially for your CPU characters that you have in stables or whatnot. But yeah, outside of that, I believe that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. In case you guys wanted to chat with anyone at the camping company, you didn't want to use the YouTube comment section, we do have a couple options. First one is we have a Discord channel. You can find links to that in About page / About section of our channel. We also have a community tab on our channel as well. You can access that anywhere at any time. We also have a Patreon page as well. Main goal of the page is to raise money for the channel, to give the channel a bigger budget to do more ambitious things. Also start making merchandise for the channel as well. And the merchandise itself will be geared toward aspects of the channel that you guys enjoy. So any support we get for that is much appreciated. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.